Okay, in this video we're going to talk about polynomial-like terms. And before we start adding and subtracting and multiplying, we want to make sure everybody has a good understanding of what like terms are, because the whole process of adding and subtracting involves simply matching up like terms and combining them together either with addition or subtraction, depending on their signs and the operation you're doing. So let's talk about like terms. The bottom line to remember is like terms have exactly the same variable part. Okay? So if I have a monomial over here, its variable part is x squared. I got one over here, let's say its variable part is x cubed. These are not like terms and we cannot combine them. Okay? So if we were doing some addition, if we were trying to add these two things, the only thing we could do is simply say, well, that's going to be 3x squared plus 7x cubed. I can't combine them into one monomial. All I can do is just write them as an expression. Let's look at another example. Let's take 2x to the fourth, and let's say 5x to the fourth, and let's say we're trying to combine them with addition. Well, these two have exactly the same variable part. They both have x to the fourth power. They're both the same degree. So we can combine these two. These have what we call likeness. They have like terms. So we can put these together. And in this case, I tell my students to, rather than say x to the fourth, like 2x to the fourth plus 5x to the fourth, after a while you can do that, but if you struggle with how to combine, change the name of this variable part to just about anything you want. We can call these pennies. I got 2 pennies plus 5 pennies. How many pennies do I have? I have 7 pennies. So when you're combining these like terms, the variable part just kind of tags along. It's the coefficients, the 2 and the 5, that get added together to become the result. But let's stick with like terms. In that discussion, we'll do addition and subtraction in a little bit. Here's another example. If I have 3x and I have 2xy. Again, these are not like terms and you cannot combine them. The variable part, the part that's apart from the number, has to be exactly the same. If they're not exactly the same, then you cannot combine them with addition or subtraction. We can certainly multiply them, and when we get to multiplication, we'll show you how you do that. But you cannot combine if the terms are not exactly the same. And I think we're going to wrap this one up.